Hello and welcome to another episode of Curious Bytes, because I found something else to talk about this week. So we have Twitch coming out and saying they are updating their rules of conduct. The rules of conduct state, if a game's US version is rated adults only by the ESRB, you should not broadcast that game on Twitch. However, ESRB rated mature versions of adult only titles are permitted for streaming, such as mature versions of GTA San Andreas and Fahrenheit Indigo Prophecy. Games rated 18 plus by other rating systems are fine to stream, so long as they are not rated AO by the ESRB, and they do not violate the standard language of our rules of conduct and terms of service. So you may be asking yourself, well, why is Twitch bringing out this new guidelines update now? And the speculation is that they are trying to keep people from streaming that game Hatred, which gained a lot of negative press regarding the quote-unquote mindless killing and killing without a reason, because somehow that makes killing things worse. I don't know. That whole game is confusing to me for a lot of different reasons. But to focus on the Twitch bit of it, it looks like they're trying to keep that type of stuff off of Twitch. And I guess that's a nice idea, but the fact that it just seems a little ham-fisted, I guess, in my opinion, regarding how they're going about it. There's already an option when you join a stream that has mature content that you have to agree to it. So there's already that safeguard in place. I don't really understand why M-rated game is then allowed to be streamed, because you can get little Timmy from down the street who's 12 and goes on Twitch and he's watching somebody play GTA 5. Like, why is that allowed? I guess, why is those types of games accepted, but this one particular game and other adult-only games not allowed? You can have the same sort of age verification system in place for those AO games. Not that there's a whole lot of them out there, and not that a whole lot of people would want to be streaming them other than just for the shock value of, oh, I'm streaming an adult-only game. So that's a bit confusing. I don't really understand why this is being put out there. They say they want to make a safe, welcoming, and inclusive community, and yet they have one of the worst chats that you can find on the internet regarding just vulgarity, sexism, people just being rude to the streamer themselves. There are mods, obviously. Do the mods catch it all? No. Do the mods even care sometimes? No. With the self-policing idea, there's always the people that just don't care. And so it seems a little weird to me that they let such, I guess, non-safe and unwelcoming and an uninclusive community with the chat system, but for some reason streaming games is totally frowned upon if they have the AO rating. What they should really do is add a different age gate regarding, hey, you're clicking on the stream, it may have adult only content, are you sure you want to watch? I mean, there's going to be Timmy down the street anyway getting around that if he wants to. You know, there's a bunch of other websites that Timmy can go to if he chooses to look at, adult content. It seems a little weird. There's not a lot of games that are adult only that would want to be streamed other than perhaps this Hatred game. So it seems odd to me. I don't know. They're trying to make it all, fun and exciting, and everyone can check out Twitch. And the problem with that is the media that they're letting people stream is not always E-rated. There's not just a bunch of Lego games. You can stream other games. And so the bottom line for me is it seems like they're trying to censor what people can stream. And that, always leads to issues, because there never are enough moderators or moderation to happen, and the rules are never written explicitly enough, and there's always going to be confusion and people upset. So, bottom line again, Twitch, just, suck it up. You're you're in a space where there's going to be different types of games. The consumer person on the internet, the person that's consuming this has to, be able to turn it off if they want, if they don't want to, and if little Timmy is just going out there to look for boobies or whatever, then little Timmy's going to find the boobies whether or not, you put in rules or not. And if it really is just because of this hatred game, I mean, that's a whole other story. That game does not look at all interesting as far as the game goes. So they could have just put out just a ban on it in general and just been like, no, you can't stream this game, and leave the rest of the rules alone. But it's not a cut and dry situation, but it seems that Twitch really wants to tighten up its rules. And the other bit of news-ish type stuff that people seem to be really outraged about is FIFA 16 will feature women's national teams. And I am hoping that the people that are outraged are kidding, but as it being the internet, there's always those people that are legitimately upset that there are other sexes of people that exist in the world that also would like to be represented in different games. Women are a huge part of the soccer, football scene in general. They are the other half of the population of the world, and they also play sports. And it's nice that I personally think that FIFA is incorporating them. It'd be nice if other sports companies and games also incorporated women for whatever sport they are representing. But it's a good start. There's a bunch of comments on the over the internet, I guess, with bashing EA for not putting effort into other things. I mean, they're always going to do that. It's EA. They will cut corners wherever they can just to make a buck. So people complaining about all these other things, while they're probably more legitimate game mechanical issues that are happening, EA doesn't care. So that's an issue with having one license per company, and such as the Madden franchise. I know there's the other PlayStation, but the other football game that exists, but the majority, I think, of the focus is on the FIFA franchise, is from what I can tell. But again, there's women in sports in real life. They should be represented in the video games. Who knows? More girls might play video games, and that can't hurt, right? Because we all enjoy spending time doing stuff with people, and video games one of those things. And so anyways, stop bashing on EA. Yeah, they got a lot of work to do on a bunch of other things, but wow, they added women to a sports game. Good for them. And I just want to thank our sponsor this week, Pretty Kitty Domains. If you're interested in making a website and you want to make it pretty, head on over to shop.prettykitty.com to get started. If you like what you heard and you want to hear more, feel free to click the like and subscribe button. And always, I'm Wiccan, and thanks for listening.
The Curious Gamers is all you need in a gaming community. With articles, podcasts, forums, and more. It's everything you're looking for. There's t-shirts,